Okay, so we got that all painted now. I still got to go back and pluck off all the pieces of tape over all the LEDs. But as you guys can see, this is extremely thin. So the only reason I really want to cut a shallow groove in our frame over here is just so those have somewhere to sit, but also in case if I have to add just a tiny bit of glue to be able to keep them in place if this double-sided tape don't hold too well. So this way it's not protruding out. So I did just set up the router table over here. I'm getting ready to do a little test piece before we actually go to our work pieces. So I just got a scrap piece of plywood here. I got our 3/8 straight bit set up inside the router table. Right now, I mean, it's set where it's like barely touching. I mean, if I slide that in straight, it's like just barely touching, as you can see there. So that might not even be enough, but I want to go ahead and make a quick pass so I can double check the placement as far as the width goes, and then we'll adjust the depth accordingly. So I'm going to go ahead and get you guys set up here. Pardon the noise. Well, all right. Looks like that vibrated away on me. I apologize. So you guys can see that's very shallow. That's probably 16th, if that, less than a 16th of an inch. But I do want to just double check my placement. So I have, all right. So, all right, I'm about a 1/2 inch from the edge. If you guys see it this way, I want to be closer to 7/16 from each side. So we're going to go ahead and we'll slide that fence in just a kiss. Try to keep that parallel. Good. All right. I'm going to bring that up just a tiny bit. All right. Let's try this again. I'm not even going to bother putting the vacuum on for this. Okay. There you go. So I flipped it over. You guys can see this was the first one. I just flipped it over so I can go ahead and check these measurements. So let's see here. That is pretty much spot on there, 7/16. Okay. So now we're set up. We'll be able to go ahead and cut our groove on one side, and then we'll take it, flip it, cut the other side. Both of them will be 7/16 apart. And this wood is 2¼ inches. So after we end up, we're going to have to take a second pass because I need this to be about 7/16 wide. So once we take a second pass and get that 7/16 wide on both of them, we'll end up with about 7/16 in between. So we'll be able to keep evenly spaced both rows there from, so it'll be spaced even from the top, the bottom, and the center. Okay, I'm going to just double check the depth of this, and then we're going to go ahead and get set up to do our actual work pieces.